coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. McDonald. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Kylan Granson, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They can't hang with us. Check it out, read. Cowboy 80. Check. Crunch. 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 Joker. Hey, check that. Street.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. McDonald sets to throw. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. So the completion there, Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is they just allowed a completion there. They don't want to get a string of those going. Let him get his confidence. Let him get into the rhythm of
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Akers has got the first down and then some. 53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Record.
Here's Akers. he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Now a second down and 6.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Hey, 4 down.
Now Stafford. This is caught. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. A give for Taylor running right side. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Let's go, tight end. Cougar 19. Check 26. Check 26.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. Taylor's got the first down and more. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. He's checking. Check, hurt. Switch it, keep.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
When you enter the game as the AFC Player of the Week award winner, you expect runs like that and then some.
It was fun to watch him in the opener last week in Week 1. He was spectacular and hoping for more here in Week 2. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
We ain't giving up nothing today. Switch. Hurt. Switch. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now a toss play. It's Hines. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
He don't know no better. Go, Mike.
Throwing is McDonald. Oh, he stays up. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Blankenship's kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Set. Blue 60. Set 53. Get your swerve on. Like 7. Check 24. Check 24. Sponge.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Darius Leonard, the All-Pro, in on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Stafford now to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure.
They were trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read, because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball at the turf at your running back's feet.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. 3rd and long, it's Stafford. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, here's Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Ready? Yellow lady! Yellow lady! Mike, 53.
On 1st down, Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts' 18-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Stafford. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
That lady! I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Mike, 41.
Michelle. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Sony Michel taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. And it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that gives him a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And he stopped immediately there. He's brought down by Terrell Burgess. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's McDonald to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
51, Mike 51. We own them. We own street.
On third down, Hines. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
This is caught by Hilton, and he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Now watch.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
To throw on second down. McDonald, he'll check this one down to Taylor. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run here with Mack. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Second and goal from the 1. Looking to run with Mack. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack as the first half is winding down. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. On first down at Stafford. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
Riggs. Give me that ball. Trap 60.
On first and 10, McDonald flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Jackson now to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a second down.
Set, 180. Get that quarterback at all costs. 41.
Now Stafford.
Check 41.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Stafford. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Oh, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford, that'll be caught. It's Kupp. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 27-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Set! Yellow 80! 58's the mic, 58. 58's the mic.
On the give, this is Akers. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now it's Stafford. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And the return will stop right around the 25. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the 2nd half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
51's the mic.
Hey, Smash, keep it up. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
On first down, McDonald dumps this one off to Mack. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a first down.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's McDonald off of the play fake. Rolling to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Go street.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Go, Mike 51, Mike 51.
On 3rd down, McDonald. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
26 Mike. 26 Mike.
82, 82.
26 Mike. 26.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 37, check 37, check 13. Hey, smash Bronco.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that. And that really chips away at your confidence.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Go, go, go. Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
Check three, check three, check three. He's checking, he's checking.
On first down, Hines, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
51 to Mike.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard
Mike
line.
51, Mike 51. I'm coming. I'm coming.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marquise Goodwin there to make the grab. And the Colts are on their way to a 2-0 start. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a fourth-quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
It's 2nd and inches.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Monday.
Mike 29.
Stafford. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He'll dump this off to Akers. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Go.
Back back to throw. Stafford. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Darren Lee showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play. Probably kept
on Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing on first down. McDonald. He'll check this down to Hines. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2-3 score down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Jackson now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Don't want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. He's got Higbee complete right side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And for the moment, this will be a 1st down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Quiddy Pay picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Kenny Moore. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Mack. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Mack. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Jackson now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, Stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Colts, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they'll drop to 0-2.